Hi Abhishek, how are you? How have you been?
Hi Tushar, doing well. How about you? Long
I'm doing
time.
good. It's been a very long time since we connected last. I think last time we connected, we used to work together, right? A few years
Yes,
ago.
yes.
That was an amazing
Good old
time,
days.
right?
Yeah,
Amazing time. Absolutely. Everything good at home? Everything good?
yeah. Everything is great.
Um,
All God's grace.
that's great. That's great. You're in Bangalore now, right?
I am in Bangalore. Yes.
How many years have you been there?
It has been 4 years now. It will. Yeah, in October I'll complete 4 years.
Oh, great. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So, I think we can start. We can start with the podcast, the main part of the podcast.
Sure. Let's get
Uh,
started.
Amazing to see your enthusiasm. That's great. Thank you. All right. My first question to you today, Abhishek, is for the people who may not know you. I'm not sure. There could be
I'm
very
sure. I'm sure people would not know me. I'm nobody.
yeah. You're very humble. You've always been very humble. Okay, so for the people who do not know you, could you please introduce yourself to the audience? Tell them about where you grew up, what's your education, and what's your experience in tech industry. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So hi everyone. My name is Abhishek Anand, and I'm a friend of Tushar. We used to work together. And I have 15 years of experience in tech, mostly web technologies, and currently I'm working at Google since last 4 years, and I'm part of Google Assistant where I integrate Google Assistant with third-party services like Uber, Spotify, and stuff like that. So if you're using Google Assistant and you're using any third-party services through Google Assistant, then you might be using something that I have worked on. So yeah, that's pretty much about my work right now. Before this, I was working at Acquia, where Tushar was also working in. There, we were building web applications. We were making the World Wide Web better place. And yeah, overall, 15 years I've spent in this industry. I've worked in companies like Make My Trip, Direct Eye, and SCL Technologies, and I've worked in a couple of startups as well. So yeah, it has been a wonderful journey. I did my engineering from VIT University, which is
Mm.
situated in Vellore, and yeah, and I grew up in a small town in Jharkhand called Devghar. That place has significance for its temple, which is one of the 12 Jyotirlings, and yeah, it was a very humble beginning for me. My father was a civil engineer, and I always wanted to be an engineer like him, but he never wanted me to be a civil engineer. And I had this fascination for computer science because I grew up in 90s and computers were a new thing then, and not everyone had access to computers. So I only access to computers that I had was my school laboratory, and there we had DOS and Windows 95. So yeah, so but it used to fascinate me to see computers and things that it could do at that time. And I was never a very good student. I was good at few subjects like physics, maths, and computer science, but not so good at literature and languages. So my education was a mixed bag of good marks and not so good marks. And somehow I survived school. Then I did my once I completed my 10th, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to study computer science, but to study computer science, I had to get into an engineering college. That's what you
Right.
have to do in India, right? So I was good at physics and maths, and chemistry was a challenge. So did
Mm.
2 years, 2 years of studies in 12th, and and then wrote the competitive exams in India. I couldn't get anywhere. Although I cleared IIT, JEE screening exam, but I couldn't clear mains in the first attempt. Then I thought I'll most people would just join and take whatever college they would want, but that time people used to try at least give one more try. So I gave another try.
Mhm.
Again, I cleared screening. I couldn't clear mains, or my rank was around 5 to 6,000 in mains.
Just missed.
And Yeah, but basically it's you get in or you don't. So it doesn't matter
Yeah,
if it's
it is
6,000
that.
or
It is.
60,000.
Yeah, it is that ruthless.
Yeah, and then there was some AI triple E back then, which was
Right.
for other colleges, and that in that I had a 24,000 rank. It was it
I'm
was
amazed
worse
you
than.
remember these numbers. I'm still amazed you remember these numbers. Fascinating.
Yeah, I mean these are big milestones in your life, right? So like and especially when it your whole life depends on you. So
That's
so
interesting.
I remember those numbers. So again, the second attempt also I couldn't improve much,
Mhm.
right? Like again, my AIEEE rank was 16,000. IIT mains rank was again in 5,000. So it was heartbreaking, but I thought I'll give another chance. My father and everybody thought that's stupid, and it will be a dent in your career, and everybody will ask why do you have a gap of 2 years. But I thought, no, it's there's no way I give up now. I tried one more time, 2 years, and I knew some people who did 2 years and dropped for 2 years, and then
Mhm.
they did it well. They were able to get in. Some people also dropped 3 years back then. Nowadays, nobody does that, which
Yeah.
is actually good. There's no point wasting so much time, and your rank doesn't really improve. Third time I entered into, I again did IIT mains. Again, rank was around 4,000 something. CBC engineering was, sorry, AIEEE was slightly better this time, around 8,000. But I got a very good rank in VIT Triple, which is my college, where I got around
Mhm.
260, 256 All India rank. So
Nice.
I got in. So everybody was pursuing me to take electronics because that time it was perception that taking electronics is better and all the smart kids would take electronics. But I went against the advice of all older people and even my father and took computer science because I always wanted to study computer science. I never wanted to study electronics. And then, yeah, I think that was the best decision I took at that point because if I would have done electronics, I don't think I would have completed engineering. I would have probably dropped out and did something. And that time, the startup ecosystem in India was not great. So I
Yeah.
don't know what I would have
That's also,
done.
that's also true.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
So, yeah, that's pretty much my journey. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you've been very profound, and it's so many things that a lot of people would definitely connect with, and especially the part where you said, you come from very humble beginnings, from a small town in Jharkhand, and look at you, you're now working in Google. I'm sure it must be overwhelming to see roll back all those years and see from where you started and where you are at right now. And it's totally a life achievement in my eyes. And of course, you've always, when we work together, you've always been a great mentor and always been a great guide to all of us. It's not just me, to all of us who work together. So yeah, it's always nice to, see someone you respect and admire do really, really well in life. So congratulations on that. It's really,
Thank you.
really, really nice to, connect on that level with you again.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that I added value in your life, but the credit goes to you, not me, because when you seek knowledge, you get knowledge. When you seek mentorship, you get mentorship, right? So it's not that I was giving you it; it's that you were seeking it, and when you seek it, you always find someone who will give you that. So it's important to seek the knowledge, right? And once you do that, you will always find mentors. You will always find people who would help you. So it's not my greatness, it's your greatness that you wanted to learn and wanted to grow. And when you have that mentality, you will always find people who would add value to your life. And I'm glad that I was able to add whatever value in your life. And yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
absolutely. Yeah. We just talked about how a great a mentor you were and how great a mentee I was. And okay, how great a mentor you were. No, I'm kidding.
No, I mean both, not both. I think you were, like I said, you were seeking knowledge. That's why you got knowledge, right?
Yeah. So
And
in
I
that
don't
in
think
that
I'm a
line,
great mentor.
no, you were. Let's just okay. Let's just get to the next question because
Sure.
this can go
Yeah.
on. Yeah. So a great mentor, I think, is primarily a great leader, and so that's my personal opinion. That's my personal thinking. So, Whom do you consider a great leader or a role model for you personally in the IT tech industry?
Yeah, that's a tough question because uh, yeah, I seek mentorship from people like like you said, like I added some value in your life. I know few people who have added values in my life, and I would consider them as my mentor. If you talk about the celebrities, I
Just any.
don't connect with. Yeah, so I have a couple of people. In my first job, there was this senior of mine called Mukesh Agarwal. He added a lot of value in my life. He trusted me a lot, and he showed confidence in me. That helped me a lot. In my college, there was a friend, my colleague Jyoti Sharma.
Mhm.
He added a lot of values in my life, and I'm still friends with these people, and they have really added, like, I consider them as my guru because they gave me what I needed and gave me the right direction and guided me. So these two people, Jyoti Sharma and Mukesh Agarwal, are the two people who I am really indebted to for whatever value they added in my life at that time and whatever direction that they showed me. It was very important for me in that phase of my life. So Mukesh Agarwal runs
Right.
InnoRaft. He's the
Yeah, yeah,
CEO
yeah.
of InnoRaft, and Jyoti Sharma works in a company called Comvault in Hyderabad. These two people are the one I really look up to, and I am really thankful and grateful to them for the values that they added me and the direction that they showed me. Yeah.
No, that's really nice. I think I have met Mukesh just once, I think in Jaipur when we were visiting a friend's
Mm,
wedding. So I think that's
okay.
the only time I remember meeting him. But I've always, since, all the time that I've worked in the Drupal space, I've heard his name quite a lot, and people, really talk a lot of
Mm,
good about Mukesh for sure. So let's see if he
mm.
gets to watch this video. Maybe he'll have two people thanking him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Just a quick segue because
Mm,
I want to do something fun, something short, but something really fun. Uh,
yeah.
we're gonna play a short game, very short game, and I want you to just take off your thinking hat and just answer things in one word to the
Okay.
things that I say, just out of pure instincts, just over the top of your
Sure.
head, right?
Sure.
And this is going to be a quick fire thing, just few words. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, let's go. First one, crypto and blockchain.
Crypto distributed Ponzi scheme.
Okay, okay,
Blockchain, something can be very useful if applied in the right. Useful, I would say.
useful.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
one is a Ponzi scheme, and the other is something that's very useful for you. Okay, okay,
Yes.
yeah. Next one, Elon Musk.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Yes.
You must be crazy at that level. You need to have something wrong to do what you're doing.
Yes.
Elon is doing for sure, for sure. Yeah.
The
The next one, financial system.
finance system is broken, I would say. If one,
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's
yeah,
designed to be like that, in my opinion. Uh,
it's designed to be benefiting the beneficiaries who are
exactly.
benefiting out of
Who,
it.
who, who
Uh,
created it? Yeah, for sure.
mm.
We agree. After a long time, we agree. Okay, choose one of these two: Call of Duty or PUBG. I've seen you.
Counter Strike.
Ah, I've seen you play. I've seen you play Counter Strike. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I've also seen you play PUBG, so I thought you'd say PUBG, but that's fine.
PUBG would be my second choice. Between COD and PUBG, I would choose PUBG.
Okay.
Although I've played COD as well, but
Mhm.
Counter Strike is the game that I really love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
You,
still take out time for gaming? Because I remember you used to have a great
uh,
setup at your home in Delhi.
I'm still using that PC
Wow,
to talk to
a
you,
cooling system, man.
and yeah, it's still there, and yeah, it has served me well. And I play CS:GO or PUBG over the weekend sometimes whenever I have time. But
Mhm.
with kids, it has become very difficult. So when kids sleep in the night, and if I have still energy left over the weekend, I do. Otherwise, not.
So it's reduced a lot. Of course, you've become a father
Lot.
now, and there are added
Yeah.
responsibilities in life.
Yeah. True.
That's cool. That's cool. The last one, and I know what your answer is going to be. Probably the Indian government.
Indian government or the current government or
In general, in general.
in general, Indian government is in the right direction. It has been in the right direction for quite a while. Since 90s, it has been in the right direction, I would say.
Okay. Wow. That part I did not
Before
expect.
that, no, before 90s, I think Indian government was in the wrong direction. And
Mhm.
I mean, not completely in the wrong direction. There were some leaders who were good, some leaders who were bad. After 90s, Indian government and their policies have been in the right direction, barring some exceptions in all the governments.
Yeah, there's always
Yeah,
exceptions.
yeah.
Uh, yeah. Okay. This ends the section for rapid fire. It wasn't as rapid, but it was surely fire. Yeah. Um, you have to, it happens when you talk to people after a long time. You can get into the conversations like that. And
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So, my next question to you is something that I would like you to, um, really give out
Mm,
true value that I know that you do, but I want the audience to gain value from your answer of this question.
sure.
Uh, what is the one piece of advice that you would like to give the youth of today that want to enter the tech industry?
Okay. I would, I can't give just one advice, but I'll give few advices which I think has worked out for me. Uh, First one would be there's no substitute to hard work, and hard work eats talent for lunch.
Oh,
Okay,
advice.
so if you think that somebody's really talented, you can't compete with them. You're fooling yourself. Just work hard, and you'll see the change. Hard work is something like bodybuilding. Like you can't go to gym one day and expect you to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
In the similar way, like your body works, your brain works. You put a consistent effort every day for 1 year, and you will see the change. So just work hard, uh, learn to code, and learn to code. I think it's very important, irrespective whether you want to get into coding or not. I think it's a very good life skill to have in the current generation, in the current scheme of things, the way the world is progressing. So learn to code, it will be very useful. It doesn't matter whether you get into AI, blockchain,
Mm.
project management, banking, finance. If you know coding, it's always going to help you, and it will help you understand how all these things which appears black box to people who do not know coding, how does it work. So
Right.
learn to code is very important.
It's also a high
And the
income skill.
third,
It is also a very high
yeah,
income skill. Yeah.
yeah, and in whatever skill, whatever thing you do, like for example, even if you want to start a restaurant business, right, you need to know how. You will need an online presence, you will need a team
Mm.
who is working on your online web store or whatever you are building. So once you know all that, you will be able to have that conversation with people. So coding is very important, irrespective of whether you want to be a software engineer or not.
Yes.
So learn coding, not from your school days or college days, but once you get into graduation, once you graduate, you should, or while you're graduating, you should spend some time coding. And third advice is don't think ever that it's too late for to do something, right? Sometimes people say, I think I already missed the bus. There's nothing like missing the bus. And like there's a saying that best time to plant a tree was 40 years back. Second best time is today.
Right.
So we were discussing this before.
Yeah.
So never think that it's too late to do something. You can always do things, start today, and if you follow the other two advices that I gave, you will see vast difference in where you are today and where you will can be in 1 year. So just just do it. Just be persistent, and do it every day. It doesn't mean you have to work 16 hours a day. No, you have to, you can work 8 hours a day. You can do your job, whatever you're doing, spend another 4 hours in self development, and you will see a vast difference. The rest 12 hours you can give it to yourself, but you need to be focused. And the last advice is don't be distracted. Do one thing at a time. Don't try to do five things at a time. When you are doing something, just do that. Don't have your phone next to you. Don't have your YouTube videos running while you are studying something or while you're doing something. Just focus on what you're doing, because I think if you don't, men, human beings are not built to multitask. Right?
Right. Yeah. Not.
Multitasking will kill your productivity. You can get three, four things done at the same time, probably, but if you do them one by one, you'll probably end up doing them faster. So
Sure.
that's my advice. Keep it simple. Just think where you want to go. Understand what are things that needs to be done, and get going. Small steps every day, and within a year, you will see the difference. And works
Absolutely.
all the time.
Yeah, it always works, and especially on the first advice that you gave, hard work.
Mm.
Can you repeat this statement that you made? Hard work eats.
Hard work eats talent for lunch.
Yeah, and I'm gonna. This is like another T-shirt quote. For sure, it's a
Yeah.
T-shirt. I agree. I agree. You gave the.
I can give you an example. Sachin Tendulkar, Vinod Kamble.
I have an
Vinod
example in
Kamble,
my own life. I'll tell you. I
okay.
was going to tell you this. So
Yeah.
I absolutely agree, and you gave an example of bodybuilding. So,
Yeah.
as you know, I've always
Yeah.
been very skinny. Um,
Yes. I made fun of you as well.
yeah, yeah. We used to gag around, have fun, with that thing. So, I learned this. I learned this. I've been working out since like almost. It's been almost 2 years now, and I've
Mm,
gained a bunch of weight. I have,
mm,
and yeah, from one thing that I learned in that experience so far, and I'm not stopping
mm,
anytime soon. I'm going every day,
mm.
every day. Just before this interview, I came from the gym. Yeah.
Great.
So one thing that I
That's good to
learned
hear.
from all of that experience is about delayed gratification. I think that's the
Okay.
key thing that I learned because
Mm,
as you said that you cannot become Arnold Schwarzenegger or you cannot
mm,
become the physical specimen that you
mm.
want to be in one day. It's about compounding. You have to do the work
Yeah.
daily, rigorously, without
Yes.
it does not matter how you feel or what's happening, you're sad, you still have to put in the effort, and then that is how over a compounded period of time you get the results that you want. And with
Correct.
God's great, I am currently seeing the results that I'm getting. So I absolutely agree,
And
and that was a fantastic point that you made.
and also gain is not always incremental. Like it's not that every day you will see a change. Like a tree, when it seeds, it first needs to build its base.
Right.
It first the root grows, and then you start seeing the leaves and everything, and the fruit finally comes. So it's not that when you have started today you'll see no change in, like no change in 3 4 months, but
Right.
after that you'll start observing changes in yourself, right? So you mentioned a very good point of delayed gratification. The problem is people want instant gratification. They want
Correct.
to see results today. It doesn't work that way.
It's
You
just
have
about
to.
dopamine. This
Yes.
dopamine receptors.
Yes.
The modern economy is about that one. The modern world is about that mainly.
Yeah. But the people who really succeed, who are running this world, are the ones who follow this, right?
Right.
And read books, watch videos, read books. I think that is very important. Watch the right kind of, get the right kind of knowledge, not the wrong kind of knowledge. I mean, you can always waste time on the internet on not getting anything useful, and you can use the
Yeah.
same time. I used to read Wikipedia a lot. I just used to read anything, even about history or geography or science, everything. Just read, and don't read fiction. Fiction. If you read fiction, it's
Yeah.
not taking you
It's
anywhere.
not a real life help that any help.
Nothing. It's you're just reading. You're wasting. It's just like watching a movie, right? I'm not
Right.
saying watching a movie bad thing, but that is entertainment.
Yeah,
If you want
that's
to read, just yeah.
for
If you
sure.
want to read for knowledge, read non-fiction. Anything non-fiction.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and especially in this current day and age, we are living in an attention
Mm,
economy where our attention is reduced to that of a goldfish. We have the
Yes.
attention of a goldfish at this moment on a large scale. If we take the
Mm,
population of the world and
mm,
what social media, I think I blame social media. I use it as a tool for my personal self, for my personal branding or whatever promotion. But I genuinely feel that we have gotten our attention reduced to that of a goldfish. We
yeah, because yeah, yeah,
keep scrolling. We have reels. Other countries have TikTok. India doesn't have TikTok, and there are a bunch of other YouTube shorts wherein
yeah,
things like this, like a podcast like this or any other podcast in general, which is like long form version. People don't
yeah.
generally tend to go into this. Normal people generally don't tend to go into this. They'd rather have the 15-second attention. They
So,
won't even have the 15-second of it. It's just the first 2 or 3 seconds. If the interest clicks, if there's a hook,
mm,
then they'll watch the entire 15 seconds. Yeah.
so anything that is good will never be uh
Quick and
what do you
easy.
call pleasing. Yeah, quick and easy. And if it is quick and easy, it's probably not that good,
Correct.
right? If you just want to be entertained, it's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong. But if you want to be entertained all day, that's not going to do you
Yeah.
any good.
Wasting hours of your life getting entertained every.
Yes, because you're being treated as a product. You are
If some,
watching those
I
reels, and
remember that.
yeah, and
There's a
so
there's
don't
a
be
very
treated.
famous quote. I
If you're
heard.
not paying for it, you are the product.
Yes, if you're not paying for something, you are the product. That's true. That's absolutely true. Another t-shirt quote. Okay. Yeah, Abhishek. So those were my questions. And
Yeah,
it's actually been lovely talking to you because it's been so many years since we last talked like this. We had little conversations here and there, but nothing of this, elongated version.
yeah,
It's,
yeah. It's been
it's
a pleasure.
reminiscing
Yeah,
of the past that we used to spend, working together, having fun, partying, traveling to
but
different countries.
partying together. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
All of that stuff. So those were my questions. And for the people who do not know you or who watch this and may not know you or may know you but still don't know where they can find you, um, tell them, plug your social media, blog, website, whatever you have.
Sure. Yeah, my Twitter is fly to Abhishek, FLY number two Abhishek, my name. So it's easy to remember. Fly number two Abhishek. You can find me on this on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. Although on Instagram I don't do anything. Facebook is Abhishek.Anand. And what else? I don't make YouTube videos, so you'll probably not find me on YouTube. Um,
Quora.
yeah, that's it.
Are you
LinkedIn.
there on
Huh?
Quora? Quora, Stack Overflow. Give them
Yeah, I'm a striker. Striker would also be a fly to Abhishek.
fly to Abhishek. So if
Yeah,
anybody wants to find you, they can find you
fly to
by
Abhishek,
typing fly to Abhishek.
and on GitHub as well. GitHub.com/slash fly to
They should see
Abhishek.
your code. They should see your code. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, I don't have much to boast on GitHub because most of my contribution have not been open source on GitHub. Like on Drupal, I've done open source contribution, but now I'm starting to take that seriously and do some open source contribution in JavaScript at least.
That's nice.
So yeah, that's my next goal to do some JavaScript open source contribution, not just JavaScript, anything. So
All
let's see
right.
how that goes.
Yeah. And thank you, Abhishek. So it's been wonderful talking to you. I'm absolutely certain that I have gained a lot of insights and a lot of knowledge and wisdom already just by talking to you. And I hope the audience or the people that see this video get the same level of knowledge, wisdom, and learn from your experience. Yep.
Yeah, I'm honored when you say that. Thank you. Um, if I'm able to add any value in your life, I'll be grateful that whatever I said adds value in your life. And if you have any questions for me, you can post on the comment section, and I'll try to answer that with Tushar. And yeah, I'll try
You're
my
so
best to
helpful.
answer
How are you so
any
helpful
questions
all the
if you have.
time? How are you so helpful all
Not
the
always.
time? Okay.
Whenever I have free time, I would do that.
Right.
Uh, if I don't have free time, probably not have free time. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyways, it was a pleasure meeting you again, Tushar. And I remember the good old days when we used to work together. We traveled different countries. We used to work in the office. We used to party at my home. I remember
Right.
uh, I sent you out for something, and then there was a dog bite.
A dog bit me.
You had to deal with that. Yeah, you had to deal with that.
And I think we can
So
take this offline. We can take that offline.
you can
All
cut
right.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it was a wonderful time. I miss those times, and I cherish whatever wonderful time that we spent, in the past. So
Absolutely.
great pleasure.
All right. So that was it. Thank you.
That was it.
Hey, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below what you think. You can also follow me on Instagram at Psycoded and X at I am Psycoded. See you in the next one.